possible that the New Testament and the Old Testament, meaning the Torah, being the Old Testament, or how we like to call it, the only Testament, and the New Testament, it's possible that they're both right. It's possible.
No, this is not possible. For Torah is not the Old Testament, but only 5 books of the Old Testament.
Meaning the Torah, being the Old Testament, or how we like to call it, the only Testament.
No, the Torah is not the only Testament, but only 5 books of the Old Testament.
Everyone agrees that it's possible that the Torah is right and the New Testament is wrong.
No, this is not possible. For not everyone agrees with this kind of stupidity.
Before Christianity was born, there was only Judaism or idol worship.
No, this is not true. Judaism started with the Babylonian Talmud, and the Babylonian Talmud was made 200 years after the Christianity.
Point is that at that moment, before Christianity was born, everyone agrees Judaism was definitely right.
No, I do not agree. For there was no Judaism before Christianity. In fact, the Hebrew people believed in Hebrewism and not in Judaism.
Before Christianity was born, everyone agrees Judaism was definitely the right place to be.
No, no one agrees with this stupidity.
That means everyone must agree to it, whether you like me, don't like me.
First, I do not agree with his stupidity. Second, I don't like him. For I don't like false teachers.
Everyone must agree to this. This is a given. This is common sense.
No, this is not common sense, but stupidity.
Everyone agrees Torah is from God.
Torah is made of 5 books from God. But what this have to do with Judaism? For Judaism is not from God, but from men.
Now, the New Testament, on the other hand, cannot be from God. And that's what we're going to try to show a few facts. Not too many, but just a few facts to show. 1. In Matthew chapter 5, 17, Jesus says, no one is allowed to steer away from the Torah. And not even remove one letter, one yud, which is the smallest, physically smallest as far as how you draw it, letter. One yud from the Torah is not allowed to be removed, and whoever removes this yud is cursed from heaven. Okay, so here he says you're not allowed to change anything in the Torah. Whatever is written in the Torah, the aka Old Testament, is eternal, which is what the Torah says about itself. Problem? He later on says, I'm above Shabbat.
What is to keep the Sabbath, is to keep it holy. That's all for the Sabbath. To keep it holy. To be holy, at least one day of the week, to be holy. This is all about the Sabbath. And so, does born-again Christians have to keep the Sabbath holy? No. For born-again Christians are every day holy, including Saturday. Remember, the Sabbath day, to keep it holy, is for people that are not born again. On that day, they shall not do any work, nor their sons, nor their daughters, nor their servants, nor their cattle, nor the strangers that are within their gates. For their works are evil. They may start to cheat their neighbor, to lie to their neighbor, or to steal from their neighbor. That's why God made Sabbath for man, not man for Sabbath. And so, people that are not born again shall try to keep at least one day of the week holy. Jesus said, do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them but to fulfill them.
He later on says things that are against Torah throughout the entire New Testament.
No, this is not true.
As a matter of fact, Christians today keep nothing from the Torah.
No, this is a lie again. For, on the 2 commandments of God, hang all the law and the prophets. Matthew 22:36-40. In fact, if you believe in the God of Abraham, you shall start keeping his 2 commandments, for in them hang all the law and the prophets. And if you do that, Jesus will baptize you with his Holy Spirit of truth, and you will be holy. Every day, holy. You will not worry about Sabbath, but Sabbath will worry for itself. For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Against such there is no Sabbath law. Galatians 5:22-23.
Shabbat, no thank you. Midot, no thank you. Tarat mishpacha, no thank you. Kosher food, no thank you.
Exactly. And this is true, for there is no law against the Holy Spirit of God.
Nothing. Everything else, it's not relevant anymore. Jesus said it's not relevant anymore. It's obsolete. He died for it. So here you see contradiction.
No contradictions, but fulfillment of the law. For the Lord, our God, came here to fulfill the law, and he did that. He fulfilled the law.
Also in the books that the Christians love the most, what they love the most? Prophets. What's one of their favorite prophets? It's Isaiah, Jeremiah, Zechariah, all these prophets. They love prophets. Why? Because they're the most difficult to understand.
No. The prophets of God are not difficult to understand. But I agree with this false teacher, for him is difficult to understand. For it is given unto us to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to people like this false teacher, it is not given. Matthew 13:11.
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 2 through 5. It says, "Cursed be the man who will not obey the terms of this covenant," specifically mentioning how idol worshippers bring trees into their house. It says whoever brings trees into their house, it's a form of idol worship. Every year Christians bring trees into their house.
No. This is not true. Christians do not do that, but Catholics do that. In fact, there are many fake Jews that do that as well. In fact, the fake Jews and the pagan Catholics are no different.
In the Torah, there's a word called re'em. Re'em is a biblical animal that was like a giant ox/deer. The most famous version is the King James Version. The King James Version translates the word re'em to what? Unicorn. Unicorn is a cartoonish animal that was made for kids' stories.
No. This is not true. The unicorn is not for kids' stories, but very powerful animal.
You put a cartoon, you put Bugs Bunny in the Torah, who's going to read the rest of the book? You put Bugs Bunny in the Torah, and you still want to believe this New Testament?
Here's a creature which scientists today refer to as the giant unicorn. It's an extinct species of a giant one-horned rhinoceros called Elasmotherium sibiricum, and scientists today call it the giant unicorn. As a matter of fact, this is the creature which creation scientists like Ken Ham believe to be the unicorn that's being mentioned in the Bible. Ken Ham is the president of Answers in Genesis and the founder of the Creation Museum. And this is the creature which he believes to be the unicorn that's being mentioned in the Bible when God is questioning Job and says, will the unicorn be willing to serve you? Will he stay in your stall? Can you hitch a unicorn to a plow? Or will he plow the valleys behind you? Since he's so strong, can you trust him? Or will you leave your labor to him? Can you trust him to bring home your grain and gather it to your threshing floor? So if the definition of the word unicorn has changed in just the past 200 years from rhinoceros to horse, then it doesn't make much sense to take a modern definition of the word unicorn and apply it to a 400-year-old translation of the Bible. That's illogical.
And you still want to believe this New Testament? That means everyone must agree to it. Whether you like me, don't like me, everyone must agree to this. This is a given. This is common sense.
No, this is not common sense, but stupidity.